Oh, we've been waiting a whole year, and they are back. The Sidekicks are in the house. Francis Stevens, Chris Black joining us once again to talk all things high school, college, and professional soccer if we have the time. Quite literally, Chris coming in from Denmark. Got off a plane just to be here for us. Thank you so much.
It's what I do for you and the audience at home.
And the people. We like that. Francis, we don't know where he came from, but apparently pants were optional.
Yeah, came from Savannah. It's too warm outside to be wearing pants. Come on, man. We're not that far in the fall yet.
And I came from the I Love the 90s show over at Savage last night. I saw some things that I wish I never saw. But let's get straight to soccer here, and we'll start over here with Francis. Francis, we had the football night in Ohio and Friday night football. St. John Southview, your first look at what we had around here in Northwest Ohio this year.
And it was a great night. It was really packed. You know, Southview had a great crowd out there, and quite frankly, St. John's coming in with the biggest target possible on their back with that preseason 25 ranking that they had on their back, being a team that was in a state Final Four, but Southview did not. They really didn't come out and back down from them. Mm-hmm. They came out and played very, very hard. And that's a team that I think, in all opinions, you got to watch out for in the NOL and also in the area because they do have some good quality players, and we'll definitely get to see that here throughout the rest of the year.
So obviously it's going to be a big year, we think, for them. On the girls' side, as always, now you're St. Ursula, you're a little biased. He's a head coach at St. Ursula if you're just joining us. But there's going to be some good play in the girls' side this year as well.
No, absolutely. All I say is we're undefeated right now. So that's
true.
Setting the tone really strong. But no, absolutely. You know, teams lost some very good players. There's a senior class that was phenomenal last year, and they're moved on, already playing big games in Division I soccer. But the issue is going to be who can find their leadership early, who can find the playmakers early. Perrysburg had a tough one already with the 2-2 tie. It's a bit of a surprise, but still, there's some talent there. Clay, goes out to Avon Lake and struggles a little bit, but at this point, the talk is Clay might be the team to beat, and they had the talent last year, just got derailed a little bit. They've got second-year head coach now, and a lot of youth that's now getting a little bit older to the senior position, junior position, and hey, maybe that's the team that takes the target this year, and we're off to that, all after them.
Yeah. Does he have any more daughters coming up through the pike? I mean, out there at Clay, everybody's related. Okay, so we talked a little bit about who's coming up here on the boys' side. You talked about that Southview St. John's. Anybody else on the boys' side that we see could be contenders this year?
I think Anthony Wayne. We can't talk anymore about Anthony Wayne. I think for the last 6 or 7 years, they just been in the conversation. They have a really deep junior and sophomore class. They got a really exciting freshman, Zach Mocha. You got to watch out for him. His first game at Anthony Wayne in a jersey in a scrimmage, a hat trick for them right off the bat. So he's definitely going to be a kid you got to worry about. Tyler Mangatic, probably one of the top defenders in the area. And that Northview team, and they've been the conversation. They've been the team to beat in Northwest Ohio. It's going to change a little bit, but they still have probably the most dynamic player in the area in Tyler Biggs.
You can wrap it up, Coach. Just your thoughts on some of the girls that we can look out for this year.
Oh, well, a lot of it, I think, is going to come down to goalkeeping. I know at St. Ursula we have a plethora of great goalkeepers this year, and we're very fortunate with both Katie Both as a senior, Kaylin Warnke, a junior. So we're really fortunate on that side because so many great goalkeepers were lost. Kristen DeMarco over at Perrysburg obviously was a big part of them in their youth movement the last couple of years, but she stepped up. I heard she ran the attacking midfield very well. Super athletic kid. Addie Graham as well, still scoring goals. But at Clay, you got Reagan Clark churning in that midfield. You got Haley Clare, Carly Clare over at Clay as well. And then I think really beyond that, I'm interested to see what happens at Northview now. Bruce Peterson adds in as assistant coach there. Did they get a little bit more out of that team this year, even though they lose some really key seniors with Kathleen Duvey leaving? More than just a great goalkeeper, great leader at that program, who's now at BGSU.
I love these guys. I'm so glad they're back. Francis Stevens doing what he does in shorts. That's phenomenal. Chris Black coming in off a plane from Denmark. Any parting words in Danish for us?
I had a few Danishes. Apparently it works there. Danish bitte.
I may wear a goalie jersey next week because you're hooking it up with the Hummel, man.
I'll bring some gear.
We'll see you next week.